Welcome back to another review. This will be my review for Lucifer season 1, episode 4. And we're gonna start off with the recap of this episode. Spoiler alert. I don't think we really need to do a spoiler alert because this is an old episode. It's about 4 years old. But while in the shower, Chloe had a flashback of being shot by Jimmy Barnes, and later is visited, as well as when Lucifer is throwing Joe Hansen through the window. She hears strange sounds and she grabs her gun and then finds Lucifer in her house. Surprised, she accidentally dropped her towel wrapped around herself. And then Lucifer pleasantly announces he was setting the table as she easily grabbed her towel and was outraged that he broke into her house. Dan and Trixie came in, saying that Chloe denied that to Trixie they were having a sleepover. Dan said Trixie left something at home. Trixie dragged Lucifer off the scene despite his attempt to distract her with snacks. After comically missing the point about Lucifer throwing him out again, Lucifer left the house and Dan voiced a disappointment. Lucifer visits Linda, frustrated about Chloe's rejections. When Linda interrupts him, he thought she was asking for payment, but she stopped him and introduced him to George. Dan came back and said there was a case. They watched a tape of a young woman and her brother, and Dan said that the woman Lindsay was missing and she knew what she was last known with a sleazy guy called Carver Craze. Dan said Craze organization would have an event soon and she would have to infiltrate it, and that Lucifer was invited to this disbelief. So then Linda and Lucifer further discussed his problems with Chloe. Linda told him that Chloe had power over him, but instead of give me a second. Chloe had power over him. He had gave power to her. Lucifer deduced he needed to take control by having sex with Chloe, despite Linda's protests. That wasn't what she meant. Chloe told Lucifer about the case and he flirted aggressively, but she firmly stated that she would never sleep with him. At the event, a young man, a missing girl brother, demanded to see Cruz. Lucifer distracted the bouncer by asking which of the scantily clad women nearby he desired, but he revealed that he was gay. But he managed to make him leave. The brother accused Cruz of killing his sister, then they assumed they would handle the situation in disbelief. Cruz appeared on stage and gave a speech which Lucifer was decidedly unimpressed with. He stood up and brazenly asked what if he had already had everything Cruz said was essential to getting women. Since Chloe was not receptive to their embarrassment, Lucifer accidentally revealed she was a cop and got him kicked out. Chloe blamed Lucifer, but they said that they would get him into after party. Maze was alone at Lux when she was surprised by Amanda I think that's his name, who dodged the knife she threw casually. They fought but briefly, but Amanda overpowered her, and they both wanted the same thing, even though Maze would admit she refused to cooperate. Chloe looked for Lucifer at Lux, but was surprised by him naked. She made him to get dressed, but noticed his wing scars on the back. She tried to touch him, but he grabbed his hand and asked her not to. At the after party, which was arranged at Lux, a man hit on Chloe with lame pickup lines, but she responded positively. Lucifer realized that the red dress he provided her with was attracting too much attention, including Carter Cruz, who pointed out a gun and demanded them to leave. Chloe overpowered him and panicked. He panicked. He said they were going to kill Lindsay. Carter admitted, despite his appearance and hypocrisy as a player, he loved Lindsay and has been in a committed relationship with her, which amazed Lucifer. He revealed that he said he was going to kill her if the cops were involved. Lucifer picked up the phone and called the kidnappers and arranged a meeting, but they hung up before Chloe prompted Lucifer to make sure that Lindsay was still alive. They received a video of Lindsay begging her to rescue her. Lucifer intended to go alone, but Chloe insisted to come along while forbidding Carter for comment. Curious, Chloe asked a bit about Lucifer's supposed powers. Lucifer said he got no horns or tail. Chloe claimed not to believe in his brimstone hell, and he didn't scare her. But then Lucifer followed him in. But Chloe locked Chloe out because he promised to no police. Chloe called the SWAT. Carter told Lucifer the kidnappers that they demanded him to come. One of them showed up and tried to grab him the money bag. Lucifer held firm but relented at Carter's request. The kidnapper refused to bring Lindsay to them, and Carter pulled a gun out at him. At the distance, Chloe held a gunshot, which turned out to be Lindsay, who shot Chloe, but from behind. A kidnapper was revealed to be her brother. Lindsay said that she met Carter and had a relationship with him. Lucifer losing her virginity to him 2 years ago, and when he met her recently, he didn't remember her at all. When Lucifer dryly commented his situation was getting from bad to worse. Lucifer objected to his desire to shoot Carter and her brother and told her to shoot Lucifer. He advanced towards Lindsay, casually handing her brother on the way. In briefly flashes his domestic side, Chloe came in and saw the flash on the reflection and asked, "What are you?" While three of them of the others are cowering on the ground, Lucifer once again asserted that he was the devil and goaded, shooting him to the leg. To immense shock, however, Lucifer found that he was both in pain and bleeding from the shot. The cavalry arrived and cleaned up the mess. Chloe thanked Lucifer, offered to drive him home. At home, Chloe was greeted by Trixie, who threw him off guard but with a slap kiss theory about her and Lucifer. At Lex, Maze was upset about whatever was changing Lucifer and demanded to go home, but Lucifer stated that the fun had just begun. So that's the end of this episode. I liked it a lot much more than the last episode, so I'll give it an 8.2. I don't know if that was my best in Lucifer's book, but there was a bunch of different things that happened that were actually way much better, and it was not like it was like a trope of a couple of the last couple of episodes. It was more of a kidnapping that was not even a kidnapping, that she staged the kidnapping, so it's kind of cool that they did that. So please like, comment, and subscribe. That was my Lucifer season 1 episode 4 video, and bye.